Hello, traders. How are you? Welcome. Anna here on the Deshell's Visual Silence Technology. Today is, what's today? Tuesday, 8/19/2025. And the markets just made a sharp move. NAS and Bitcoin dropped hard. And now the big question is how do you get back in with confidence when the reversal sets up? So I'm going to show you in this live stream, we're going to walk through key signs that could refer excuse me, that confirm a reversal in taking shape in the following manner. So how to avoid chasing after the big drop, because that is a big thing that we all do. I'm going to learn how to get in when it's precise. So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to be implementing my Exodus cross. You guys, if you want to learn more about that, go through my recordings and you'll see that. I also am looking up at my monitors and being sure we don't miss anything. Also, so we're going to also go through step-by-step entry techniques to re-enter with confidence, traders. Also, timing your trades so you don't miss the bounce. So that's what I'm going to show you here. And then, listen, traders, as you know, I specialize in Bitcoin and NAS, scalping, intraday, swing trades for those two assets. So what I'm going to show you now can be used on any assets, though. It can be used on any markets. So crypto, what have you? It's just market structure in a precise way that I have been using for years now. Been trading for 5 years, 6 years now. So it's killer info. So let's get into it. Stay tuned, take notes, and let's break down how to make the comeback on the trade. So what we have here is, also share this with a friend and like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Thanks. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, here we are. What we're looking at here is Top Step, one of my Top Step accounts, and one of my combines that I'm doing. And we're looking for the reversal for NAS. So let's go through this together. All right, let's go. So here we have let's go to the 4 hours so you can see the whole move. I got some notes in there sorry, let me get them out of your way. Just a second. Let me get this. Sorry. Okay. Just a second. Traders, let me know where you are starting from, where you're joining from. That would be awesome. Whoops. Where you're joining from, that would be awesome. I thought I had fixed that. Okay. Just seeing my delay and what it's like. All right. Now here is NAS on the 4 hour, and she dropped really huge. So let me show you at New York Open. Here is the drop. Okay. And she hasn't let you in. So if you were on the 5 minute, and I'm going to show you like we're going to break it up into parts. I'm going to show you how to get back in, but then I'm going to show you what happened and where, just the whole big picture for traders, because when a big drop like that, and then you miss it, if you miss it, then you're like, dang, I want to catch this. So safely, I'm going to show you safely how to catch it, or just wait for the reversal, which is the main topic for this session. But here's New York Open, or excuse me, here's New York Open. And then from this point, she just dropped all the way down. Let's see if I can implement my tools here. Okay. So from here, this is where I'm referring to. She just dropped down. So now we're at this level. We're like, okay, I want to get back in for the buy, because on the 1 hour, we are at a great entry. Like, this is like, for me, for my come to me trades chart I have, where on the 4 hour, we are at a great location for a re-entry. Look at this. Look at this. I'm going to put my fib on here in a second. But look at this beautiful entry. If you were to do a fib starting here and going all the way up, you would literally be at the last line of defense. If you started your fib a little bit lower, if you started your fib down here, right here, and then you went up and over and down, I would say you're probably at like the heartbeat zone. You're at the 5061.8 zone. If you started your low to high fib here and took it, you are like at the last line of defense. You're almost at you are at a 100% retracement. So right here, this fib, it did a 100% retracement. So right now we're in the red fib, and we're at a great entry to take the reversal back up to this zone for the buy. Now that is a lot of yum yum. It's a lot of yum yum, traders. We have 322 points. Woo! That is available to us. Now, today's Tuesday. So, looking at other confluences to let us know she's going to keep selling. Well, she may keep selling, but for this session, we're going to talk about, let's catch this little bit of reversal if she does reverse, because on the 1 hour, we are at a great location. Let me throw that fib on there so you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to start my fib here, high to low, and I'm going to extend it out. And it is at, see, right at the heartbeat zone. So this is a great entry. She can go ahead and sell down here more. Okay, for here down to here. But what I'm looking for is for her to buy back up right here, take this back up to the top. Okay, so we're at this location right now for a great reversal, a short-term reversal. So that's what we're going to look for. I'm going to show you what I do, and very successful at it, because a lot of people don't quite get in right. I'm looking at NAS right now. And so this is actually, let me adjust this, because this is my 4-hour color from my old mentor, Lee Allen. So I want to give kudos to her. So there she is. Okay, we're just going to set this on the 4-hour. So what you do there is you can just uncheck these and just set it to 4-hour. Actually, I want to show you where this is at on the 1 hour too, so you can see it. Okay, so we're going to go to the 1 hour, and let me take this off for a second. I'll make this lighter. Um, mm, okay. Um, okay, there is that fib. So see, we're right at a great entry for this reversal. Now, if I show you on the 5-minute, well, yeah, I thought I was just going to show you stuff, but I guess I got to set it up for you traders. I have to set it up for you so you can see the whole strategy, the whole implementation, the whole play. If you were if you were playing with a team, football, whatever, they're like, okay, show me the whole play, or someone would be like, I got it, but I'm kind of like build it up for you. So let's do it. So great entry, as you see. So on the 5-minute, let's put it on these candles and let me show you what I'm doing, because I'm also doing this with Bitcoin too. I have Bitcoin up on my other monitor, and I want to catch this reversal as well. And I'm working the crap out of out of my computer. I I got it streaming, and hopefully it's not lagging too bad because I have my charts up too. Yeah. This one broker that I have this one trade in, they are poor in getting their putting enough energy into their server to give you timely charts. And it's very aggravating. Okay, so I have that one going. So I am looking for the re-entry on Bitcoin too. I have TradingView up, and then I have my other broker that I have the actual account in, and then I also have Top Step going and StreamYard. So we have a lot. I'm pushing a lot. I'm asking a lot from my computer. Now let's reset. Okay, so how to avoid chasing after the big drop. Ugh. I just don't have enough hands for all this. Okay. Well, she is still pushing down, isn't she? Even though she's at this strong location, she's still pushing. So we're going to put this on the 1 hour so we can see it better to the 5 hour. 5-minute. Okay. So on the 1 hour, we are at on this fib. Remember, I was showing you. We're at the heartbeat zone right here, the 5061.8. I call it the heartbeat zone. That's my term. So if you hear people saying that, they've connected it from me. Um, but she's still selling. So what I'm looking for, I look for a bunch of different things, but how to avoid keep chasing it, because the goal for me is to catch this great buy entry. It's nice and low on our those that use pivot levels. It's nice and low on our lower time frames. On the 15-minute, we're at the S0. On the 1 hour for NAS, we're also at the S0. So we're at the very bottom of our pivot levels. So it's a great re-entry. And for those that are new, like, why would that be so great? That's really great because you can get into the trade. Let's say we got in right here. Let's say we got in right here. Okay. And then we went up. We have very little risk here to put our stop loss. That's why it's at a great location in regards to our pivot levels, because we're all the way at the bottom. Normal pivot levels run just 3 pivots, but there's a what do you call it? An indicator on TradingView that they have more than just those zones. So what it is it's really just your high and low. If you are more high and low type of trader where you recognize the highs and lows, they're the same, almost the same zones as that. But in pivot level talk, when it's at the very bottom of the levels that are available, it's a great re-entry and a nice trade with a low amount of risk. Okay, so that's why it's so great. And that's why I'm so excited about it. And I don't want to keep chasing this drop. I'm looking for the reversal. I can see myself getting a little bit distracted because with trading, so much, um, there's so much to going on at one time. Because maybe you might be thinking, well, I do want to catch the revert. I do want to catch the continuation move down. Well, if you want to catch the continuation down, um, then I would say wait for a price to come back up into this zone, up into this location, your lower low or your higher high, and take it back down to test this support level again. Let me just add this one indicator on my chart. I really like this indicator, traders. Let me get it for you. It's on TradingView. It's HHLL by who's it by? Well, I don't know. Let me show you right here. Let me just pull this over real quick. Am I sharing the tab or oh, you know what? I'm sharing you might not see that. Let me see in the recording if you can see that. See if it shows it. Let me see real quick. I'm going to look at my other screen to see if it's showing. Nope, it's not. I think I have about a 5-second lag. Okay, so it's not going to show me it to you, but it's open source. 33,000 people are using it. It's called HHLLHLH marker. And oh, forgot why I was turning it on. So let me turn that on this one, on my one chart in TradingView. Here we go. Ah, there it is. Beautiful. Okay, so if you didn't have the pivot levels, that's okay too. It's, you know, right now, when you're at the bottom, you know you're at the lower low. Okay, so we know we're at the lower low on the lower time frames, and on the higher time frames, we know we're at the bottom as well because of that fib. Now, if you put those indicators on, it hasn't made the indication for the lower low yet, but it did pass the prior lower low, which was on my broker on August 11th at 1500 hours, which is 3 o'clock. So Monday, August 11th at 3 o'clock, go to your chart and you will see how it has passed the lower low. So I want that reversal, but if you wanted to go ahead and try to catch the continuation, you could go ahead and enter up here in this zone at this higher low. Okay. Excuse me, lower high. All these darn terms. So you could enter here, right here, this lower high, and take it back down to the zone. So if you just wanted a short scalp and a safer entry, then that's what I would do. Okay. So you would get about, oh Lord, that's a lot. You get 65 points. So 65 points for one contract on MNQ for top step would be 65 times $2 because each contract, mini contract is $2. So that's a $130 trade right there. If you were on NQ with top step and did one contract, that would be 65 points times $20 because one contract on NQ for top step is, oh Lord, $20. So that right there is a $1,300 trade right there. And I just showed you how to enter into that $1,300 trade safely and took the continuation. Okay. But I built the big picture for you. Okay, I built the big picture for you, and the goal for this session is to how to avoid chasing the big step-by-step entries, how to re-enter with confidence. So I showed you all of that because I can't enter this reversal with confidence until I see a few things changing. Okay, I need to see a few things changing. Um, First of all, I need it to break this lower high right here and continued up. The next thing that gives me the best confidence is my Exodus cross. When my Exodus cross fires and signals me, I know that I have an 80% probability that that trade is now ready. The market is now ready for the reversal, the dance back up to the next zone. Now, you wonder, like, well, how are you so sure? I am so confident because I have been trading this setup for 5 years now, hundreds of hours using this signal. So it has proven itself to me. It's call it the Exodus cross. Go to my YouTube channel, watch more about it. You can also get one-on-one coaching on it. Go to my website, www.annadeshields.com, and sign up with me. And I'll give you some coaching on it, on when it will perform for you and when it will not. Now, that's what I'm waiting for. And that's my confidence entry. Even though we're low on the lower low, on the lower at, and we're at great locations on the pivots, or excuse me, on the fib levels, that may not always guarantee you it's ready to continue to buy, even if you use your momentum indicators. Like, for instance, I have my momentum indicators right here, and that's judging, it's evaluating the momentum on this time frame. Okay. It's evaluating the momentum. It's evaluating how strong this sucker's running, how much trade activity, how much market movement is going on in the market. So even though right now it's still selling, you can still have that reversal. These suckers may be a little late for you, where my confirmation that I get in with confidence gets me in before my momentum indicator. So it is a very powerful tool. Um, let's see. I'm just looking at so make sure you're taking the notes here. What we're waiting for is we're waiting for my Exodus cross signal, preferably on the 5 minute, to fire and say, yep, we can go back up. This could be the reversal for the move back up. Now, anyone who is a trader and they know after we just had this huge drop, it can go both ways. It could be just a short-term reversal to get more buyers and more orders to fill to take it back down because she obviously wants to sell. But the other side of that, the other hand of that is because we're so low, this is a good location. See that? Because we are so low, it is a good indication for, hey, we are at the bottom. So this could be the continuation for the reversal back up. So You really just have to first gauge the entry, gauge the signal, take it. If it performs like it should, then you can go ahead and get that profit there. You will have the pullback, and then I'll wait for my 15-minute exodus cross. And then that is really going to tell me, hey, she's totally not totally ready, but she is very ready. The momentum's changed for the buy back up, and you could get a safer entry. So that's how I accomplish the reversals. And rather than getting in and then finding out she still wasn't ready. So, I know some traders will wait until it gets to different zones to be able to get for with market structure. They'll wait till it gets like I call it the come back to me method, where they're waiting for the zone to zone traders. So they're waiting for it to come to certain zones, and then they'll get in. So for instance, zone to zone traders will wait for profit, wait for NAS to come back up to this zone, and then take it back down for the sell if she continues to sell. So they'll wait for um, that area of location. Me, I take that baby back up to this location, then determine what she wants to do, and can go from there as well. So I don't see many traders on YouTube that know how to do that. But with my Exodus cross that I've been using for several years now, gives me that layer of confidence that I'm excited about. So that's what I look for a huge fall like that, and the location based on the confluences of your fib levels, your pivot zones, market structure, and um, the size, the strength of the candles. Right now, it makes sense that they're broken down. They're not as strong. We did have our 3 to 5 bar push that I expect. She also did go the amount of movement I expected her to go when I got my signal. So everything performed perfectly. Um, a tip here, traders, is oh my gosh, I'm not sharing my screen. Wow. I just noticed that. Oh my gosh, don't tell me this whole time I haven't been sharing my screen. Wow, that is pretty disappointing. Well, maybe it's a good way for you to hear the information that I just shared, hearing it verbally. Now, this type of learning really sets you apart, traders. I know for the past, let's see, how long have I been on? Oh my gosh, 28 minutes. Might have not been sharing my chart this whole 28 minutes. But if you go back and you go to the 1 hour, the time frames that I was on right now, I'm on the 15-minute, and you can see it. Um, Listen to what I said. It'll make sense. Then go to your chart and look at it, and it will make sense. Okay. I'll just review a little bit. Here we were on the 4 hour. I drew this fib, low to high fib in the direction of the trend. It came back down into this heartbeat zone here. Let's see how that's okay. You can see that my little hand here. This here is the heartbeat zone. Okay. Let me see if I can make a heart for you. I gotta make sure I'm not missing this reversal. This is a live session, and my goal is to catch the reversal. So I was like, you know what? Let me get on and do a live and show them what I do. So I had built you the picture. Also, another key trick here is if you take your objects and you move them over closer to so you can see them on the lower time frames like I just did. Like I had this heart over here because it's representing my heartbeat zone. If you move it over, then you'll be able to see it on your lower time frames. So let's go to the 5 minute because that's where I was at last. And I was showing you about how you could have gotten back in, or you could have, or what I'm waiting on for my Exodus cross to fire. Okay, so see how we can't see that heart? Oh, here it is. It's too far over. So what we're going to do is we're going to just drag it on over here a little bit more. So we know that this heart represents the 5061.8 zone on the 4-hour fib. Any traders that have been trading for a while, if they're using fibs, are like, oh, that's a good entry. You need to pay attention. Alerts going off all throughout the trading community about right now. And they're all looking to take advantage of this potential opportunity. And so I am showing you how to grab a hold of that rebound. All right. So I don't have any indication yet that the Exodus cross is going to fire. It is not setting up. So I'm not getting in yet. I am not getting in yet too early. I'm not getting in too early. Now, I can understand some traders would get in early because maybe they can't sit by the computer. Maybe they have other things to do and they know it is such a great entry. And if it does buy up, then they have a good fill position. And so they may put their stop loss a little bit lower and then walk away, which is fine. For me, since I do have the ability to hear my alerts go off and tell me that I have this signal firing, and I can show you guys what I'm talking about, then I can do that. So let me, I have my phone on do not disturb, so I won't hear those alerts go off. And I don't think you'll hear them either because when I set up this stream, I set it up so you wouldn't hear. You wouldn't hear. Oh, let me watch Bitcoin. Bitcoin is also doing the same thing, traders. Okay, let me show you. I'm waiting for the re-entry signal on Bitcoin as well. So right here is NAS on the 5 minute. She's not ready for the reversal. Okay, so since the market made such a sharp move, the big question is, how do you get back in with confidence when the reversal sets up? So it has not set up for me yet. And so I do not enter for the buy back up. Okay. And then I apply the same concept to Bitcoin. What I can do is put Bitcoin on here. Okay, so we got, oh, it doesn't let you do that. Okay, no problem. I was wondering if it would. TradingView lets you, but this program doesn't. That's fine. Well, I'll just show you Bitcoin. So for Bitcoin on the 5 minute, it's doing the same thing. It moved very nicely, just like NAS. And I'm waiting for that reversal and it's not showing. Now I can get it even quicker. I like to, if I can, if I'm by the charts, grab that sucker first when it fires, because the 5 minute, to be honest with you, for Bitcoin, it could be, it could move 800 points before it fires on the 5 minutes. So that could be a hold trade for you. And, that would be $80 right there if you waited for the 5 minute entry. So I like to catch it early. All right. and it is setting up but has not fired yet. So this signal prevents me from early entry, even though she had that big drop. The big question is, how do you know when she's ready to reverse back up? Well, what I do is I wait for my Exodus cross signal. And then that gives me full confidence, 80% probability that that sucker is now ready to reverse back up on this short term time frame. Now, if you use this approach on higher time frames, you're going to have some pullback, but it normally will stay above your entry zone and you'll be okay. Now, see here on Bitcoin, she made this breakout, wanting to break this zone. Okay. So it is a very good entry location. All right. So we'll see if we can see if she fires and we can actually do this live. Remember, traders, this is for educational purposes only. And we'll see if she's ready or not. This is how I catch the timing for this bounce. Make sure NAS isn't doing that. Now, I could have this on another screen, or I do have it on another screen. The top step, you can have it on another screen, but I'm only sharing one screen with my software I'm using or the website I'm using. So they only allow you to share one screen at a time. Okay, so see that? That was not ready. So for me to take that back up for the buy, it was not ready. Okay, I wanted to go up here and she wanted to go down here. So there's still momentum on this 1 minute for it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's a nice one as well. Wondering why my thing hasn't fired. Oh, I know. It might not fire because it hasn't actually the signal I'm looking for hasn't appeared to be so well. So this is I could get in now, but I'm not going to because my actual re-entry was right here. You could go ahead and take that if you wanted to, but I was actually looking for the buy and we're at the bottom and I'm not trying to continue with the sell. Check on my one trade. And that could be, am I out of that position? Oh, hold on, I'm trying to see which account. Oh, there it is. Wait, that's the one I'm on. Did I get kicked out of my trade? I was in a Bitcoin. Oh no, I wasn't in a sell. I was in the, I'm looking for the buy on that one. Okay, my bad. Okay. I could probably close this. Let me make sure I'm not in any trades on my accounts. Don't you love that? They'll be like, dang, I was still in a trade and I didn't even know it when it's a good thing, right? Not when it's a bad thing. Okay, I'm not in any trades on this one. I am on my other account. Okay. So, looking for the reversal. So let me put this on here so we can make sure we stay on topic. I did share a lot of good information with you. Okay, just a second. Make sure we stay on topic. Um, okay. How to re-enter the market with a big drop is the topic for this live stream. Okay. That's what we're talking about. Now, I was saying in the beginning, I was like, I need to do a live because I just was trading what I'm looking for. So I said, why not go ahead and teach what I do? So, how to re-enter the market after a big drop, NAS and Bitcoin live. And you can use this with any asset. Crypto, futures, stocks, Forex, asset. I call it an asset. So people may use some other word. Okay. So for Bitcoin, let me go to my Bitcoin chart. Put me back in focus. Huh, she is really pushing. This is a great re-entry. It's a great re-entry for the buy. I'm looking for the reversal. So that is my goal, is this reversal, a really nice entry back. And on the 1 minute, she's not ready yet either. Let's look at the 5. I know she's not, but let's just look at what's going on. This is the goal of this live. Let me put this down here, maybe. Okay. She's not ready yet either. So we cannot, or I cannot get confidently in where I like to safely. If I was stepping away, then maybe I would re-enter with my stop loss position correctly. But also, it's 12:45, so not the best time to trade, but it was a good time to get on to show you what I'm looking for. And let's see if there's anything on NAS I want to show you. All right. Well, I would like to see a little bit more movement. I feel like I didn't go over everything that I wanted to talk about, but then at the same time, I believe I did. So, let me go ahead and refresh my mind. And that's the thing with trading, is it's like, what was I thinking? Because you have just so many thoughts in your head. Also, don't forget, traders, I am looking for people to join my scalping team. This is a great opportunity for you to learn market structure, fibs, entries, exits, rebounds, support and resistance, um, liquidity. What does liquidity mean? Um, stop loss. Where do I place it? How do I know where to place it? Swing trading, intraday trading, scalping, everything. I am looking for a scalping team. And so go to my website. Let's see. I think I have this. Here we go. I was like, I knew I had it. Um, go ahead. There is showing my website. Go to my website, go down to tryouts, and then I'll get notified. I would love to have you on the team. I'm looking for a scalping team. There's several different roles. There's like 5 positions. Just like with any profession, there's a team. There's a lot going on, especially at scalping. It's high paced. It's a lot going on at one time. So be a part of that. Also, for all this information, traders, you might not know this. They put me full screen. You might not know this if you're just coming to my channel, but I've had some really major life changes in the past 3 years. So I'm doing 3 huge things. I am rebuilding my home that got hit by Hurricane Ian, and I am day trading, and I'm also building my coaching trading business, um, as well as just my trading business. So I am doing 3 building out 2 of my businesses. Well, it's one part of my business, just 2 different avenues, as well as rebuilding my home. So I have been out of the community. I am always trading every day, but I'm not necessarily always live. But my point and what I'm trying to get at is that I am would like to go ahead and resume my community. Okay. Um, I have a opportunity for women, ladies only. If you just want to be in a community where it's just a bunch of traders, of women traders, maybe you feel more comfortable in that type environment. Love to get that community back up and going. So go to my website for that. Also, traders, I mean, I get so excited. And right now, currently, to be honest, I don't have people in these communities because of these big changes that I've done. I also had my husband. I love him to death. Praise the Lord. He passed away after almost 30 years of marriage just last year. So I had that as well. So those 4 major life-changing events and then within the course of the 3 years has really put me kind of out of the loop with people, the trading community, but I can't wait to get it back up and going. So I would love to have some traders join me in my trading community, get that back up and going. If that's something where you want to have help me build, that would be great too. Those that know me, you know that I am a team player and I love having people to trade with. So that's a call to action for you too as well. And I'm looking again to get back up and have more live sessions. So that just gives you a little bit about me. Go ahead, and if any of those types of communities, trading communities, sound something for you. Oh, I didn't get into the advanced traders. Also, I am I'm also have building a community of just advanced traders. So when you're in the community, because I've been in several trading communities, and you have the mix of different people. The challenge is that you want to learn, you want to advance up, you want to, make your edge even larger, having that edge as a trader. So this community will be advanced traders. The beginning information is not talked about. We're looking to scale up our skills. So that is another community that is available to you. So there's a lot going on that I have experienced, and I would love to be able to build out this community and check it out. Check me out. Um, I was with some of the traders in the trading community will know this name, Lee Allen. She was my mentor, and I was one of her coaches as well, and trained her traders. Um, she had over 1,000 in her private community, had over 1,000 traders. So I was with her for years, and then decided to launch on my own. So um, I have the, I just because I have these things going on doesn't mean I haven't had a community. I was with a large trading community, and just with these huge life events, starting off with Hurricane Ian, had reevaluated and had me pivot in a different direction. So, with all that being said, love to have you on board. Would love to be able to just trade with traders either from beginning or to advanced, and it's always better to do stuff with other people you know all right, let me go ahead and show where we're at on Bitcoin, because remember the goal for this live was Traders Playbook, how to re-enter the market after a big drop, and this can be used with any asset. So Bitcoin is, oh goodness, 113.5. Let me check my other trade. I am in on this. She might be near my entry. Let me see. She might be near my entry. Darn it. She sure the heck is almost there. Okay, so really beautiful entry opportunities for Bitcoin and NAS. It's just waiting on the reversal. So how to re-enter the market after a big drop. Here's our Bitcoin drop. Goodness. Bitcoin is just being so silly. If she breaks 112, that's going to be huge. We're going to go to 110. So it's 2,000 points. That's 3,000 points down further. Might go. Let's look at the strength of the candle. Ooh. That is a healthy red candle on the 4-hour. For her to bounce here definitely could happen. You notice here last time when she was at this location, we did not have any of this. Okay. It was a fall, like right at this zone, it was a fall into it. Whereas now she broke out of the support, huge engulfing bar, um, and at the next support level. So if she breaks this zone here, I could see her going to the next zone. However, we could have that nice pullback back up to this level before she continues down. So, you know, how to re-enter the market after a big drop, how to catch this killer buy entry, um, was what I'm looking for, and want to catch that setup. She is definitely still selling. Let's see. Mm, mm, mm. Looking for the pullback. Let me get um NAS. I want to get NAS back up. Oh, it does let you do that. Okay. For Top Step, people for using Top Step, okay, for your combine, if you want to know how to open another window, because like right now I want to see what NAS is doing and I have it open, but on NQ. And you will notice that the markets are a tad bit different on NQ compared to the mini. She's still selling. What you do is you go up here. Let me get my mouse. Go up here to this area right here. It says open new window. If you click that, oh, it might not show you because I'm only sharing this one tab. I'm watching the replay. See if it lets you. Shows me the new screen. It might not. Doesn't look like it is. Because I was sharing just the tab, not my whole window, not entire screen. Okay. So it's not showing that. That's fine. Okay, well, you can't do that. But anyway, up here in the top right, I'm hovering right here. It says open new window. Right here, open new window. Click that, and then it will open up a new window in the same browser that you're using. And then you can change your account, you can change your asset, but still you have to be on the same browser. Like, meaning if you're using Chrome, you can click that and it'll open up a new Chrome tab and your Top Step combine will be there. The challenge is sometimes it doesn't let you open the new window, or it'll open it and you go to click on that tab because say you want to go to another challenge account you have and go to a different asset. So for me, what I do sometimes I'll have it on Bitcoin, and then the next chart I'll open a new tab, a new window, and I want to put it on NAS, say on NQ, and I'll put that tab, I'll move it over to my other monitor. And that way I can trade two different accounts, MNQ or Bitcoin, and then NQ on another account all at the same time while the market's moving. So it's very helpful. Okay, so let's go and see what NAS is doing. It doesn't look like we're getting this re-entry that we're looking for the rebound back up. Nope, she's still pushing down. So she's passing through the heartbeat zone. And let's say you were like, okay, Anna, she's not setting up, your Exodus cross signal is not appearing, and she just keeps gliding on down. We're missing all this yum yum. Yes, we are. I get it. So it is a risky trade to enter. And what I would do is then I say, okay, I'm going to enter off of the EMAs and just follow the yellow brick road. See this yellow line here? Just follow the yellow brick road. I remember one time I was trading, I was scalping, and I was getting a good profit and then it was pulling back. And I just kept telling myself, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, especially right into this zone. Let me zoom in here for you. And I mean, you got to do whatever you got to do, because when you see those profits, you're like, oh my gosh. Um, you're like, I'm in good profit. I'm in good profit. I'm going to keep moving, but the market keeps moving. So, you're in here, right? So let's say you get in up at this zone at this lower high, and then you glide down and you're in good profit and you're like, oh, it's doing so well. Follow the yellow brick road. I would be like, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road. And then when it got up to here, I'd be like, follow the yellow brick road, Talladega Olympic Road. And well, you know what? Just a moment, traders. Just a moment. I got my mama calling me. Hello? Hi, Mama. Hi. You- Are you using your video call on Telegram? Oh, Chris just called? Yeah, for sure. Oh, okay. Hold on for a second. Just a second. Hold on, traders. I'll be right back. Okay, it looks like still live. So that was my mom, you guys. Thank you for waiting. Um all right, so right now I'm looking at this move while I was talking to my mom, and it was like, ah. So she is gliding down now. It's 1 o'clock. So let's see. Now you, like we were saying, follow the yellow brick road. But she's not letting me back in for a safe entry. So I'm not wanting to enter this yet. Okay. I can go here on the lower time frames and I'll wait for it to come back up into this zone and then follow the yellow brick road. Okay. If you were to get in now, it would be fine, but you're just right at the bottom. So it's up to you. You could go ahead, get in off of this. What we'll do is let me go into the demo and show you this instead because I just want to show you. If we get in now, I'm going to get in now.
Order filled.
Okay, this is demo. This is educational purposes only. It might play out for you, but then it might not. So we got in, like you're like, oh, I want to catch the move. What I would do then is I would put my stop loss up to here. Okay. Or you could put it to here, right above the yellow brick road, and see if you catch the move. For a safer entry, I would like to wait until she comes back up into this zone, but she might just keep on gliding down. So we'll see. Now let's put this on the um 5 minute, and you can see I gotta also think about my one Bitcoin trade I have going on. Has some issues with it. Really want this sucker to turn around. Okay. So the 1 hour. See, we are past our heartbeat zone, so she is selling down a little bit more. All right, I want to make sure my audio is working. Yeah, okay, it's working. All right. So on the 1 hour, we definitely got. That's not the 1 hour I wanted. Let me look at this 15 minute. Okay, and then the 5 minute. Let's go look at the 5. Oh, I know. I want to see what level we're at on the pivot levels. Dang, she's really selling off. There is low liquidity, thin liquidity in the market. So what that means is like sort of like if you're in a group with like say in high school and there's a bunch of um girls in there and they all want to date this one guy, but they're kind of shy and they don't really do anything. And then this one chick walks in with a lot of confidence and he immediately notices her. She knows how to work herself, um and has a lot of confidence and is like, yeah, he's the one I want to talk to, and goes over and talks to him. Boom. There wasn't a lot of buyers and sellers in the market to avoid taking the market in the other direction. So that's what thin liquidity would mean. Okay. I was using the guy girl type of situation. There's not a lot of buyers and sellers coming in to push the market in the other direction. So it's a very thin type of market where they can just keep gliding down and selling it down. So if you hear someone say, oh, it's thin liquidity, that's what that means. When I started learning trading, we did not learn the concept of liquidity and what that all means. So I know in some other communities I'm in, they use that word a lot. That's what thin liquidity means. So if you hear that term, thin liquidity. Okay, so we're going to the concept of a safer entry. So see, we got in on when it was gliding down rather than waiting for a better, safer entry. And you see, it didn't continue to push. It didn't continue to push. So maybe this round was not the continuation. So if you had gotten in when we got in, um, you're like, dang, I thought could still catch the move. Okay. That was a risky entry. Would have been safer if you had waited until she got back up into this zone. Here she is up at the Yellow Brick Road. So you could be like, oh, she's at the Yellow Brick Road. Okay, because notice how she was following that along. So we'll see if she's going to continue to um, sell. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get in now since she is right on that zone. We'll sell it.
Order filled.
But I'd rather wait till she gets up into this location and see if she'll sell. So we're trying out two different I'm showing you two different concepts here. Okay. We re-entered when it was just falling, where I said it was a risky trade, or we got in again for the sell when she was at the Yellow Brick Road. Because here, notice we got in here at the Yellow Brick Road and she sold nicely. But when we got in here, we didn't have a red candle. However, she could have changed um and
Order filled.
slow down, but she didn't. Okay, now she's at the zone where we can go ahead and take that sell and see if she's ready to sell. Now she's at the location where we want her to be. I'm gonna hurry up and do this because I think this is the we're gonna get my signal that I want to take it for the buy back up. Okay, so we'll go ahead and sell that because she's at
Order
the
filled.
location we want her to be for the continuation of the sell. Putting my stop loss just right above. Okay. See how we have a safer entry? It could have been the reversal. That's why I wait for my Exodus cross to fire. It did not fire. It looked like I thought it might be setting up. That's why I was getting ready to want to take another get ready to get out of this account, this demo account, and go to the real account because I thought we might be having a reversal. And remember, this was the reversal that we were looking for on how to re-enter after a big drop. So see how this was a safer entry? See if she'll come back down to retest this zone. That's 20 points. But remember, traders, in the big picture, we are so totally at the bottom of this huge move. On higher time frames, we're right at the bottom. She might continue to push. We got a nice safe entry on the 1 minute for the continuation back down, but she might be done. So that's how you can go ahead and safely catch the move back down. It's opposite of what I was talking about, but that's why of this video. But you got to move with the market. You got to know how to make it work or make it happen. So I just taught you a huge entry method that is fire and gives us a profit. We're at $21 worth of profit. Nice. So if you want to know, well, what does that mean? I did one contract. So what you would do is you take $25 divided by 2 because one contract is $2 on MNQ for Top Step. So that means that it went 12 points. So it's a 12-point trade there. Another way that you can do this, traders, is just hover over and see that black line. It says it's 23,474. So you would just take your calculator and subtract where you got in at and the current price, because these numbers on the left-hand side are the actual price numbers of the market. So here is 23,476. 23,476 is the zone that we got in on. And now price is currently at 23,457. So that's 20 points the market's moved. So now we're at $29. So We do 20. Oh, we're at 36. Okay, gotta hurry up. Okay, so we're now at $31. So 31 divided by one contract, which is worth $2. That's 15 points we've gone. Okay. So that's how you do that type of calculation for your profits. All right. So we have a safe entry. See if she'll break this zone. Look, now we got into a totally different topic, but I got to make it worth your while since you waited for me while I was talking to my mom. So she's breaking this level. I am going to move my stop down into profit and see if she, oh, we didn't move it down into profit. We're now going to do the follow the yellow big road, follow the yellow big road, follow the yellow big road. See how you actually, near, you could be saying this to yourself, follow the yellow big road. I'm at $47. Nobody told me to get out yet. I'm following the yellow big road and see if we can go down further. This is just one concept you can use on how to trade. Some just use, they follow bar by bar. So basically, if it goes above this bar, they're out. If you notice that concept, it's the same as following the yellow brick road. So don't, judge too hard on other traders if they use a different method, because you'll find out that methods that they're using are very much in line with what you're using. It's just they don't know about these different tools. Okay, so we're following the yellow brick road. It didn't tell us to get out yet. We'll keep following it, see if she'll break this level here. If she breaks this zone here, we should see a continuation. But we did enter up here. We had a nice safe entry. Nice safe entry. And it's good timing. It's 120. It's 120. Now she is coming up to the yellow brick road. Oh, we're going to see if she continues to push back down, see if our entry is it's going to kick me out in profit or not. I think I only have $9. I'm into profit. Okay, so we'll see
Order
if
filled.
oh, we got kicked out. Okay. Well, she didn't continue on with following the yellow brick road. We could re-enter here to see if she'll continue to sell back down, because remember, this is the safer entry. Okay, we have 27 seconds left on this candle. She did touch it. Some traders are already in for the sell since she went ahead up into this location. This is your support and resistance level that she came back up to retest. Those that are support and resistance level traders, they understand that type of verbiage. We have a support right here. She came back up to test it, looking for the continuation back down. So traders that trade that way, they'll be looking for that method. Okay. I'm going to get ready to get out of this and go into my other account because it looks like the buy is setting up. Okay. Looks like we're getting the buy set up. Don't have my signal yet. So some traders are already in. That's fine. The 15-second would have let you in by now, but my Exodus cross is not let me in yet. Okay. Remember, the reason why I wait for the Exodus cross is because it gives me a higher probability that this short-term momentum has changed. Okay. Or another way of saying that is the market short-term trend is buying, is change trend. Okay, so we'll see if we get this move. And remember, this right here would be if the market's changing its trend, getting in on a very lower time frame. Okay, because if we go to the 5-minute, we're right at breaking support. Okay, so let's see if she's ready. Some traders are just waiting on the 5-minute to see if that gets broken. I'll put it on the 5 so you can see it. Okay, so here's the 5-minute, and here was where we are. See if I get a fire on trading view for my Exodus cross. If you're interested in getting the Exodus cross indicator as well, go to my website or notify me, and I can have you pick up that as on subscription basis. Okay. Now, I bet you on the 15-second that 800 is very nearby. Traders, you need to be able to learn all these different EMAs because they really give you double confluence and get to also build your ability in being able to know the market and the indicators that are available. Sort of like when you're driving on the highway, and if you travel to work every day a certain path, oh, like for me, if I go up to Sarasota, I know it's certain zones of the highway where the cops are sitting. Okay, so it's sort of like you get to know how the market moves and the different roadblocks that might be in your way to let you know what's ahead of you. So let me go here real quick to the 15 seconds so you can see what I was saying. We're looking for the 800 EMA. Ooh, it's not near us. So either it's above us or it's there it is. It's below us. So we're going to be running up to that 800 EMA. I guarantee you when she does change trend. Now here on the 5-minute, if you did follow the yellow big road, you would still be in that sell. You would just be feeling this pullback. You would be feeling the pullback, which is 33 points. Pretty hefty pullback. If you were doing 20 NQ right now, if you were doing NQ right now, look, you know what? I'm sharing this and I don't even think it's going to share the calculator. Nope, it doesn't. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take this trade.
Order filled.
Okay. And I received my entry signal. And this may be our entry for the short-term rebound, which was the purpose of this whole session. You know, the big question is how do you get back in with confidence that the reversal is setting up? So we're actually doing that live with you now. It's setting up and it's showing itself. Okay, so what I'd like to see here real quickly, 500 to 510, so that's 10 points. So now this may just be the short-term pullback. If you want to like this, if it continues to fire and the momentum picks up, then this 5-minute will also start going, and then you could have picked up this great entry. We're nice and low, which is what we want. Now, you could have entered 2 trades because once she gets up into this location where I'm going to be looking to either close my trade or take profit, um, you could then still hold or just re-enter. So it's things that you need to know how you're going to do it. If your goal is, nope, I want this awesome entry that you keep talking about and you want to catch the reversal, and you believe that this is the reversal without the first retest again, then this will get you in. What happens with Bitcoin is when you get this short-term, oh, that reminds me, are we reversing on Bitcoin? Hold on, let me look. Let's see, I care about that on this one. Okay, so we are in the sell. Refresh. Let me see if my Bitcoins, I got NAS all up on here everywhere and not Bitcoin. I want to catch that entry off of Bitcoin too. Okay. Let me see. Oh, we did get the buy signal. Okay, let me close this. And we got the buy signal. It's going to take this short-term buy and see if it executes off of that account. All right, so let's see. She's looking good. If you want to use the follow the yellow brick road concept, okay, she's pushing. Follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road. You can do that. I got a bunch of other different things that I do. That's just one thing that you could use. Those that are using the higher high, lower low concept, then this is on deck. Okay. Our next lower high is at 23,435. So that really would be like up here, this zone right here. So that could be your TP level. Okay. Just really what you want to do. If you're using a pivot level concept, which is really your lower low and lower highs, you would be like, okay, well, I'm going to go and see if she can go to the P4. Okay, I'm going to move my stop up into profit because we are succeeding. And we need to move that up a little bit more. How come it says $4? Oh, you know what? I don't want to move my stop up into profit because my intention is to see if she takes off here. And then we got this really killer entry. If not, then this is what I see the market rhythm doing. Come up into this zone in this area here and then sell back down. Okay. That's what can happen here when it reaches this level. Okay. And this not be your entry yet. Or this takes off. We're coming up to a really important decision factor if this is the reversal or not. Now, if you want more of a guarantee, then use this concept on higher time frames, 15-minute, 1 hour. But you would have missed all of this because let me show you what that looks like real quick. Let me put that on one thing. Okay. Let me show you what that looks like. What am I showing you? I'm showing you something. I forget what I'm showing you. What am I showing you? Oh, for the continuation backup. So if you waited on the higher time frames for this reversal, because they're like, well, this might not necessarily take off. I want to wait for a higher time frame confirmation. And so I'm going to show you how one trader has a better entry, but the other one has more confirmation, more of a safer confirmation that the market is now change trend, as opposed to the one who got in way early like we did. Okay, and then we're going to go to, oh wait, we got to go back. Oh, we got to go back a lot. We got to go back quite a bit. She's at this zone. She's going to break or not. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you this, if it will go all the way back that far. Let's do it on the 5-minute because it's just going to be too many 1-minute candles. So what we'll do is we'll go to, it might have to go all the way over here. Okay, so August 12th at 11. Oh, Lord. August 12th at 11. August 12th. Almost there. August 17th. Oh, yeah. August 12th. I know I could use the calendar, but since I just worked this much, see if we can just get to it. Plus, it's good for you to see how you can use your tools. August 14th. Okay. Now I'm ready to use the calendar. Okay, that sucker is moving nice while I'm trying to show you this concept. Good Lord. Come on. I think I'm going to use that August 12th at 11. 11. Okay. Okay, here we go. So right here, you might have been in on this candle right here. So you would have missed all of this. That's a lot of points. That's over 248 some points. Okay. So this one fired nicely. It did have a pullback, but she didn't pull back all the way back down and continued back up. So people who wait, yes, they have more of a confirmation, but they also are giving up a killer entry. However, it did continue to ride back up. So you could have the thought of, well, I did wait for a safer entry and I got more continuation with a safer confirmation that it's continuing to buy. It's up to you. I've always liked the early entries because I am a scalper. So to me, it's like, oh, that was a really good entry. So up to you, up to you. All right, let's go back on one screen and see what, how our trade is performing, if we got this reversal or not. She is coming back up into the heartbeat zone. So those that are market structure traders waiting for zone to zone trading, come back up in here to retest it, then maybe for the continuation back down for the sell. So maybe this won't be it. Really just have to get used to the rhythm and of how the market moves. All right, traders. Well, I have been on for a long time. Join me again. So glad I was able to get on. I was on for an hour and 40 minutes, probably about 10 minutes of that talking with my mom. But let's see. Actually, let's see if this does trigger on the 5 minutes, and then we can get a nice trade here. Oh wait, I gotta check my Bitcoin. Okay. She's not pushing off quite as beautifully as I want. I know we are in a reversal mode though, a short-term reversal. With Bitcoin though, I mean, you can have an 800 point move and you got 800 points. If you look at NAS right now on the higher time frames, right now we're on the 5 minutes. So we have a nice entry with the move up. So live in action, catching the reversal after it made a huge drop safely. Okay. Let's see. Well, we got 2 minutes left on this candle. A really strong decision zone we're at. And it's just if price will take it or not. Okay, traders. Let's see what else. What else? Okay. So, what do I want to say? Well, I've been trading all morning since opening bell. So, that's 9:30, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. It's 1:42 now. So 4 hours of trading. But I'm glad I was able to get in. So again, traders, don't forget to go to my website to sign up for the different programs I have for the different communities that I was talked about earlier. Love to have you sign up for my scalping team. Maybe you're interested in joining an all ladies group. It's a very affordable monthly subscription. Maybe you're an advanced trader, and these techniques that I taught you are a bit advanced. You have to understand some certain major concepts. I hope I made it easy to see, like, well, it didn't seem too hard. That's because I know a lot of rhythm about the market. So it's supposed to look easy. That means I'm doing it right. So you get to learn that. Those that are advanced traders and you want to go ahead and join a community of traders of like mind and at the level that you're at, maybe you can go ahead and share some of your knowledge and be able to have us all win as retail traders. Okay, see you very soon. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.